Hey there, and thanks for tuning into this week's episode of The Rise. I'm Haley Outen. There's a lot to talk about going on around the league, but first things first, the UConn Huskies are back to the Final Four for the 8th consecutive year in a row. They're in search of their 10th national championship, and if they get it, head coach Geno Auriemma would be tied with John Wooden for the most in college basketball history. The Huskies had to get past Dayton in the Elite Eight. Kalina Mosqueda-Lewis a big part of that win. And the senior set the NCAA record for most career three-pointers with 395. Breanna Stewart has been key as well, really solidifying herself as the best player in the nation. Stewie had 23 points and 16 rebounds against Dayton, earning her the most outstanding player honors in the East Regional. The junior has never lost an NCAA tournament game, and UConn will take on Maryland in the national semifinals on Sunday. Winner of that one will take on either Notre Dame or South Carolina. The Huskies won games this year against both the Irish and the Gamecocks in commanding fashion. The final will take place Tuesday night in Tampa. USF is a co-host of the Women's Final Four and will also host again in 2019. Also on the women's side, the Temple Owls advanced to the WNIT semifinals with a win over Middle Tennessee on Sunday. The victory gave Temple a 20-win season for the first time since 2012. They'll take on West Virginia Wednesday night for a chance to play in the finals against either UCLA or Michigan. This is the second time in as many years that the American has had a team in the women's Final Four and the WNIT semifinals, and last year, in fact, had two teams in the WNIT semis, USF and Rutgers. On the men's side, American basketball has come to a close for the season after Temple fell to Miami Tuesday night in the NIT semis at the Garden. The Owls led for most of the game, but weren't able to hang on in the end. Head coach Fran Dunphy was named the American Coach of the Year a couple weeks ago after flipping the script from last year's 9-22 season. Temple finished the year out just missing the NCAA tournament and posting a 26-11 record. Although the Cincinnati Bearcats fell to Kentucky in their second game of the NCAA tournament, they did receive some good news the other day. Head coach Mick Cronin is back to full health.
Yeah, I don't think we were picked in any preseason magazine to make the NCAA tournament. So the fact that the guys were able to continue that with the distraction of me going out is a credit to the entire program and where it's at and where we're poised to go. You know, the most exciting thing is obviously for me to be back coaching. I'm most thankful to be healthy. I'll let you guys ask me about that to an extent. But the most exciting thing is our team is, you know, outside of Jermaine, everybody's back. We got some great recruits coming in. It's a great time to be the coach at Cincinnati. It's a great time to be a fan.
Glad to have Coach back out on the court, and I'm sure he's excited to continue building up his young team for the 2015-2016 season. Switching gears, spring football is underway for the college guys, but there's also a group giving it all they have to make their dreams come true at the next level. Pro days have wrapped up and all eyes are on the draft. A couple of pro days with some huge moments that could potentially have a significant impact on draft status. There were quite a few eyes on one guy in particular at UConn's pro day. Byron Jones made a big impression at the NFL Combine, who broad jumped farther than Combine participants and Olympians alike with a record-setting mark of 12 feet 3 inches. He may have even added more for his draft stock Tuesday by running a 4.4 in the 40-yard dash. Jones had skipped the 40-yard dash at the Combine because he was recovering from a shoulder injury, but a 4.4 would have ranked third among cornerbacks, behind only Michigan State's Trey Waynes and Florida State's Ronald Darby. The cornerback position is considered to be pretty thin in this draft class, so Jones's performance could help him move up the draft boards. UCF had quite the audience at Pro Day as well. Highlighting the group of prospects was wide receiver Brashad Perriman. The 6'2", 212-pound receiver was timed between 4.22 and 4.27 seconds. He's projected to be a first or second round draft pick. Cornerback Jacoby Glenn, safety Clayton Geathers, wide receiver Rennell Hall, and linebacker Terrence Plummer rounded out UCF's top group. The 2015 NFL Draft begins Thursday, April 30th.